Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I wanted to do a reaction video right now because Mr. Trump, President number 45, hopefully number 47, just got off the stage at Bitcoin conference, and I wanted to go over the highlights and my interpretations of what thing he said. First off, very positive speech, very good for Bitcoiners in general. The highlights that I grabbed, it was about a half-hour speech or so, maybe a little bit longer. There were some delays getting him on stage, but he came out. Definitely check out the speech. It's worth listening to. But first off, a couple things I've talked about in the past. Choke point 2.0. He knew that term, or he was tipped off on it, but he knew about it, and he said, we're going to end that, which is great. And if those of you aren't familiar, I'll try to find videos as a reference, but look up choke point on my videos. You'll see what it is. It was basically, was it more than a year ago? I think it was more than a year ago that they were just basically cutting off the pathways on and off to Bitcoin through fiat currency and back. So make it very hard to get cash out of your bank, wire it, buy Bitcoin, get in and out of crypto from fiat. They were trying to cut off those off ramps, on ramps from the fiat system, and Trump wants to end that. So that choke point, the ability to choke you out from getting onto crypto, getting back from crypto, they're trying to eliminate that. So Trump said that one of his campaign promises that he's going to end that. Also, which got a huge ovation, and he actually said it twice because of the first ovation, he's going to get rid of Mr. Gensler. Gary Gensler, as the chairman of the SEC, he's gone. And the crowd erupted. He's like, wow, I didn't know he's that that unpopular. So he said it again, and they cheered even louder. So Gensler's gone. He's also going to create. Also, that's the third thing that's gone. Just to wrap up the negativity a little bit. CBDCs, which is a positive thing anyway, but no CBDCs are going to go forward with Trump, which is great. That's in alignment with DeSantis and Ted Cruz and other people that have advised. That's just that's using blockchain police, just to monitor the citizens. So get rid of that. So that's good. Now the positives. Okay. Energy. He talked a lot about energy. He said we're sitting on top of a lot of energy and oil and reserves. U.S. is going to drill, baby, drill. It's going to produce a lot of energy, which is going to be great for the data banks, the AI, and the Bitcoin mining. So he wants to become the number one place for Bitcoin mining. He also said he wants to make the U.S. the lowest cost energy country on the planet, which it's far from right now. That's why a lot of people are mining in Asia and overseas, because you get 3 or 4 cents per kilowatt hour, and it's like double digit here for most of the United States. That's one of the three things the three costs of mining: energy, capital equipment, the miners themselves, and to cool them off if you have a cooling environment and you need to cool it off. Or it depends on how you set it up. But energy and capital equipment are your two main costs you cannot get rid of. If you can lower your energy costs, you make your efficiency to mine much better. It's encouraging to mine. You always want to mine where the cost of electricity is the least. And if you want to know more about mining, contact me. I've got lots of resources on that, both turnkey. You can, the recommendation I have, is it's not financial advice, is, why buy the equipment yourself when you can just pay someone to monitor it and just pay them for that service, and then you just get the Bitcoin. So, and I have 2 companies that do that. Back to the speech. He promoted self-custody. He promoted the new location that was also announced about the time that he took stage at the next event, the next Bitcoin 2025. I believe it's in May of 2025. It'll be in Las Vegas. Considering where I live now, there's no question I got to get there. So I'll be in Vegas next May. So there's your hat tip for that. Let's see. Basically, he wants to make the market free. He wants to encourage free enterprise, free capitalism, encourage entrepreneurs, which he applauded and lauded the people that are cutting edge, intelligent people in the industry. Saw that the Bitcoiners saw the inflation before it even happened. They saw the problems with the financial system. Bitcoin solves a lot of those problems. Let's see. He's going to be pro Bitcoin, pro tech. In the first 100 days, he's going to launch a crypto advisory council, which will be including people like the people that were in that audience, probably people like Michael Saylor or Elon Musk or people like that. People that know Bitcoin, are pro Bitcoin, and will want to speak on the right policies, legislation, regulation, all those positive things that the government can install to encourage Bitcoin participation and not have those companies and industries and jobs all go overseas to UAE or Qatar or Saudi Arabia, where Thailand, where a lot of hotbeds of Europe as well, for a lot of techno development that are going on there in the blockchain companies. Bring it back to the United States. Let's see. And then he mentioned that the federal government is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. He mentioned that they have 210,000 Bitcoin. And he wants to say he wants the U.S., if elected, of course. But he said that one of his policies, like, he will enact one of the cardinal rules of Bitcoiners. Don't sell, never sell your Bitcoin. So he wants to keep the Bitcoin that the U.S. has already had and they've seized for various reasons. He's going to commute the Ross Albright's sentence, which doesn't acquit him, just says enough time served, let him out. And in case you don't know who Ross is, he's the one who founded Silk Road. He's one of the first people that were prosecuted for using Bitcoin for illegal activity on his website. So that's how they got him. So he'll commute him and let him out. But basically, he just said that, he wants to, let's see, in effect, because the U.S. holds 1% of all Bitcoin. They hold 210,000 Bitcoin already. The U.S. policy under Trump will be to keep 100%. The U.S. government will keep 100% of the Bitcoin it creates, obtains, has, never sell it. In effect, will be creating a strategic U.S. Bitcoin reserve. That's how he wanted to note that. He's not saying that he's going to go out, actively go and acquire Bitcoin, but he's going to encourage the policies to go get the Bitcoin, encourage the development of Bitcoin, encourage Bitcoin policies in the U.S. He's not looking to police it, grab it, have Gensler and the SEC go after anything, probably the CFTC by extension as well. That's a little bit of my reading the tea leaves, but in essence, it's very pro-Bitcoin, very pro-capitalist, very pro the enterprise and the tech. And as you would expect, Trump's going to favor capitalism, because if you grow that in any industry, name an industry, if you grow it, that will create more jobs, create more profitability, which will create more contributions from that industry towards the government paying their bills. So I don't want to say that as like higher taxes. It's just like, it's if the wow, that car is really close to me. If you increase the productivity of an industry, then even if they're paying the same percentage on taxes, it'll be a higher contribution, because it's it's a bigger slice, even at just 1%, because the whole watermelon has grown, so that 1% of the watermelon gets to be bigger. So lots said out there. I think that he tempered the whole thing about the and set the tone right about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. He's not going to go out and actively chase and go buy Bitcoin. He's not going to do that. What he is saying is that whatever we got, we're not going to sell it. And if we get more, or if we promote getting more, he's already getting he said he was getting donations to his campaign through Bitcoin. He's not going to sell it. And as such, because under his administration the first time around, it grew like 3,900%, some crazy number. I think it went from under 1,000 to over 35,000. So yeah, they're going. He's going to encourage Bitcoin and encourage energy growth, and together, hand in hand, that will improve the economy, improve the stability. And if J.D. Vance and Trump decide to get together with whoever's going to be the new policy, new lead of the Secretary of Treasury, the new SEC chair, maybe they will form some kind of backing of the U.S. dollar with that reserve of Bitcoin. Who knows? But it was very positive. Great to see him there. A little bit late, but of course, he's never quite on time. They don't want him to be on time. You don't want to know where you don't want to know where Trump is at any given moment, because again, security risk. So lots said out there, lots of thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to get this video out there in less than 10 minutes, which I'm at. Get this out there, get your reaction, get your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. I read every comment, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.